Ladies and gentlemen, he's not only a great musician, he's a retired math professor. He's the guy that puts the show together. He's the musician. He's a banjo guitar player, a composer, and the best straight man in this business, Mr. John Cionca. He's going to sing a little song that's going to reinforce the confusion in his life and his genealogy here.
Many, many years ago, when I was 23, I was married to a widow who was pretty as can be. This widow had a grown-up daughter who had hair of red. My father fell in love with her, and soon they two were wed. This made my dad my son-in-law and changed my very life. Cause my daughter was my mother, cause she was my father's wife. To complicate the matter, even though it brought me joy, I soon became the father of a bouncing baby boy. This little baby then became a brother-in-law to Dad. He became my uncle, and it made me very sad. For if he was my uncle, then that also made him brother of my wife's grown-up daughter, who of course is my stepmother. My father's wife and had a son that kept him on the run. He became my grandchild, he was my daughter's son. My wife is now my mother's mother, and it makes me blue, because although she is my wife, she's my grandmother too. Now if my wife is my grandmother, then I'm her grandchild. And every time I think of this, it nearly drives me wild. Now I have become the strangest case you ever saw. As husband of my own grandmother, I am my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but it really is so. I'm my own grandpa.
Anybody like country here?
Oh, yeah.
I hate that. Now, this is a great country song, Merle Haggard. I love Merle Haggard. Well, today I started loving you again. Now I'm right back where I've always been. I got over you just long enough to let my heartaches melt. Then today I started loving you again. What a fool I was to think I could get by with only these few million tears I've cried. Well, I should have known that the worst was yet to come. And for me, this crying time has just begun. Then today I started loving you again. Now I'm right back where I've always been. I got over you just long enough to let my heartaches vent. Then today I started loving you again. Folks, we love you as an audience for two reasons. One, you're here. And second, we love you because you're responding to the kind of humor that we specialize in. It's called stupid shtick. What is stupid shtick? You know what it is? It's material that everyone has the information to understand. What does that mean? Many years ago, I went to see a comic. He was a headliner. He did 40 minutes. I paid $15. I got about 5 yucks. And the problem was he was doing a lot of material that a lot of people and myself didn't understand. For example, he was doing material from television sitcoms, impressions. If you didn't watch that TV show, you didn't have the information. And I learned a lesson. And that is, people spend money to be entertained. They shouldn't have to think. And everyone should be able to share the humor. So I specialize in stupid shtick. And I'm going to illustrate it. I'm going to give you just a half a dozen real quick stupid shtick lines. Watch. No work on your part, no effort. You'll understand perfectly. You'll respond with, at the very least, a smile or a chuckle. Now, these aren't home run. This is to illustrate. But it's stupid. Little boy, little girl taking a bath together. Little girl looks at the little boy's woody. She says, "What is that?" He says, "I don't know, it just grew there." She says, "Boy, you're lucky it didn't grow in your face." She says, "Can I touch it?" He said, "No, you already broke yours off." Stupid. Gail runs across the street to her neighbor. She said, "Helen, my husband's got his fly rod in the bathroom. He's been fishing in the toilet for 6 hours." She says, "For God's sakes, get him some professional help." She says, "I'm too busy cleaning the fish." Drunks at a party, goes to the hostess. "Excuse me, lady. Could you tell me, do lemons have little legs on them? About that long?" She said, "You crazy, lemons don't have legs." Damn it, I knew it. I think I just squeezed a canary in my drink. Two little brothers go into a drugstore. One's 9, one's 5. 9-year-old said, "Pardon me, ma'am, I'd like to buy a box of Tampax." She said, "Well, who's it for?" "It's for my little brother right there. He's 5. She said, "Why are you buying your little brother a box of Tampax?" He says, "We saw an ad on TV, said you wear one of them, you can swim and ride a bicycle. He can't do either one." Lady's taking a bath. Doorbell rings. "Who is it?" "Blind man." She opens the door naked. The guy says, "Where do you want these blinds, ma'am?" Retirement home. Old man, old woman on a park bench. She said, "Howard, I bet I can guess how old you are." "Yeah, I bet you can't." She said, "Stand up." He stands up. She says, "Turn around." Turn around. "Drop your pants." Drops his pants. "Turn around again." He turns around. She says, "You're 87." "Yeah, how'd you know?" She says, "You told me yesterday."